Oh, I forgot to fuck with my camera. Oopsies. Oopsies. Give me a second here. Okay. Synapse. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Amazing. Hello. Welcome. And, There we go. I also put my Christmas lights back up. Yay! Because I took them down a couple weeks ago. And had to put them back up because now it's Christmas time. Tornado warning again. Please be safe, Oz. If you need to randomly disappear to be safe, please do that. Don't feel like you need to say that you are leaving. Just GTFO if you need to GTFO, alright? Because your safety takes priority. Your mod duties do not. So do not tell us if you need to randomly disappear. Just leave if you need to. Well, hello, yes, welcome. We are here to maybe have a tragedy of some sort. And by tragedy, I mean the Game Award nominees are live. And what do we do here? We like to review them. And I like to do it with all of you so that you can see my reactions and also we can talk about things. Especially because a lot of these games, usually with every Game Awards, I haven't had a chance to play. And sometimes they're console exclusive and I don't have a console, so I can't play them. So, like, having conversations with all of you to get insights on how y'all are feeling about the nominations and just have a conversation about it because it's important to have fun with it, but also to critique things. I do know from, I think Jeff put out a tweet yesterday saying that DLCs are now up and available for nomination, which it's like, why wasn't this done in years prior? Because Phantom Liberty happened last year. A bunch of other DLCs as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think God of War DLC came out either this year or last year. No, yeah, God of War DLC came out. Horizon DLC came out. I'm pretty sure that came out either this year or last year. So, hot take already, there should be a separate category entirely made for DLCs. So, because there's so many games both at the indie level and at the AAA level that create DLCs for games or expansions. And they do deserve recognition. However, I feel it unfair to compare it to fully released games. And they should deserve their own separate category. Entirely. I'm glad we're all in agreement on that. Or most of us. And you can disagree with me. I'm going to have my own opinions about the nominations. I also have my predictions list. I do know a couple of the picks, so I will point those out as we go through. I'm pretty sure on a couple of them that I've seen something about them, so I will point those out as we go through. But the agenda for tonight is we're going to go through the Game Award nominations. Then we're going to dive into American Truck Simulator, and then finally we're going to end with Placid Plastic Duck Simulator. So if you're watching the VOD afterwards on YouTube, hello. We love you. Just make sure to, if you want to see a specific part of the video, this is all not going to be one stream. It's going to be broken up by a game/activity. So, I hope y'all are doing well. Happy Monday. The predictions list. The predictions list. Okay, it's going to be very hard to see my predictions list because I can't make the font any bigger. I'm sorry. This is just my notes app. I can't make it bigger. Today, Gray learned that 6 Mario games were released this year. That is 5 too many, in my honest opinion. Yeah, there are 6. 6 of them. 6 of them were released this year. How much Mario do we need? Not that much. Also considering that, did we get any Pokemon game this year beyond Pokemon Sleep? I don't think so. I don't think so. Unless if... I don't remember when the DLCs for Scarlet Violet came out. We're very much due for a Pokemon game, which I don't know when. Because I think the Legends game is coming first. So I don't actually remember when they're doing that, actually. Yeah. So I know the first category is Game of the Year. So what I'll put in chat, I'll put my two rows. So the first row is what I, like, thinking, like, broadly, like, okay, these are all the games that I think could be nominated for Game of the Year. The second row is my actual picks, because I know there's only 6 nominees. So my actual picks are Astrobot and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, because I know those two got nominated. I believe got nominated for Game of the Year based on seeing, like, I pulled up an article to get to the nominations list. Then I also believe Elden Ring DLC will get nominated, Helldivers 2, Silent Hill 2 Remake, and Dragon Age Veilguard. Though, if Horizon Lego Adventure or Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, Star Wars Outlaws get nominated, I kind of figured. So, let's get started. And I'm going to have to pull back up the... I'm going to have to do this over... Is there a way I can pin this on screen? No, I can't. That's unfortunate. Okay. So I'll have to move it off screen every time. Okay. So this is... What is this? What is this list? Okay, Game of the Year. Astrobot, I'm here for it. Balatro, which I saw a speedrun of this when I watched Awesome Games Done Quick, or Summer Games Done Quick. Very interesting game. I very much want to play it for myself. Black Myth Wukong had some interesting, kind of controversial shit about it. Elden Ring Shadow the Erdtree, not surprised. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I knew, and I kind of figured. What the fuck is Metaphor Refantasia? What is this? I never heard of this game. What is this? I kind of need to know. What is this game? Can I pull up a separate browser? Because I'm kind of want to know what this is. Metaphor Refantasio. 2024 roleplay game. But what is it? From the creative minds behind Persona 3, 4, and 5. Oh, that's probably why. Because it came from the devs of Persona. That's okay. I vaguely remember this now. I remember them at some point, either last year Game Awards or another award showcase, whatever. They were talking about this because they made specific mention of, like, oh, these are from the developers behind these specific Persona games. I just, like, and again, I'm not interested in Persona, so, like, I never took an interest in it. That makes more sense now. But when did this game come out? Hold on. I need to know. When did this game come out? $70, okay. Oh, it came out like a month ago. I do not... Yeah, I have no recollection. None. Nothing. Nada. I got nothing. I got nothing for you. I don't know. No fucking clue, man. I'm very surprised. I'm very, very surprised. Something smells fishy to me with this list. Like, I want to get, like, indies do deserve their own, like, okay, another hot take. Make a category for DLCs. Also separate out Game of the Year, or, I mean, technically there is a Game of the Year for indies. It's the best independent game, I guess. I don't know. Black Myth and Metaphor feels weird. Because Balatro is a really cool game. That is a game I would play. I saw a speedrun of it. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so impressed. And, like, also the art style is really cool. And I don't get to play a lot of card games. And I really enjoyed Inscription. But this feels weird. I feel nothing looking at this page. I mean, out of this list, I'm probably voting Astrobot just because I've seen the most playthrough of it. Realistically, what's probably gonna get it is Elden Ring. Realistically, that's probably what's gonna happen. Sign in to vote? Oh, I gotta sign in to vote? With what login? Oh, I can sign in with Twitch. Okay, cool. Okay. There's a reason why I'm tilted, though. What's the reason? Is this the reason why you're tilted for this game of the year list, or is there a different one that I should be concerned about? I can't vote for Elden Ring. It feels wrong. Yes, because I do agree that the Elden Ring DLC is probably fantastic. However, it should not be held to the same level as newly released games. It should have its own separate category. And also the fact that this is the year that they're like, oh, DLCs can be nominated for things. I guess specifically Game of the Year. Like, that just feels weird. Like, why not last year? Why not the year before? I think definitely next year. Next year needs to be the year they add something for DLCs. Absolutely. I've only heard about it on Saturday because Holly mentioned to me. I remember them talking about it because of the developer behind Personas, behind the Persona games. That's the only reason I vaguely remember it, but I don't remember this releasing. I want to say, but my god, I'm gonna wait. Okay, we'll keep going. Includes, but not heard half of them. Okay, that's fair. Astrobot I knew because when we were at PAX, they had an Astrobot booth, and then Deck Art Games played it, and it was a game I was really excited for because, like, it looked super cute. I just can't play it because I'm on PC. Balatro I heard of because I think Policino played it, who's a friend of the channel, and also I saw it at Summer Games Done Quick. Black Myth Wukong, also, I think I saw a trailer for it, and one of my friends played it. Elden Ring, Shadow Erdtree, obviously, Susie exists. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Brendan played it, also, Ben Starr. Even though I don't think Ben Starr is in this game, but yes. Okay, and also Shiris exists in my chat, so Astrobot's getting it for me. Just keep, alright, so next we have Best Game Direction. Here were my picks for Best Game Direction. So I had Star Wars Outlaws, Astrobot, Silent Hill 2, Veilguard, Echoes of Wisdom, and a Mario game. Hold on, wait a second. Didn't I just see this page? This was literally what was on the last screen. No. Oh, honey. Oh, girly pop. Oh, absolutely the fuck not. What? Best Game Direction? It's boring! At least with, like, other award shows, and Golden Joystick's happening on Thursday is the one I'm specifically thinking of, they at least try to spread the wealth. At least. They at least try to spread the wealth, so it's not just the same 8 games getting the nominations. And then if they get the vote, then they get the vote. But at least, like, for the nomination-wise, it's a variety of games, and not just the same 6 games, you know? This feels so rigged. Not because, like, not because, like, none of these games don't deserve it, but more of the fact that, like, give other games a chance. There's like, in hindsight, like when I'm looking at my list of the games that came out this year, like there's so many other games that came out as well alongside these 6. Like, there's Star Wars Outlaws, there's Silent Hill 2, which is technically a remake, but remakes have been nominated before. Look at last year's Resident Evil 4 remake. There's Veilguard that just came out. Echoes of Wisdom, a Mario game, 6 of them. You have many options. Other indie games as well. I love From Software Miyazaki, but Jesus, fuck. Yeah. I mean, like, Elden Ring, like, okay, Elden Ring and Astrobot and Final Fantasy, I'm fine with. I'm fine with it. Like, the DLC thing is still odd, but Elden Ring is a very, very, it's a great game. It's a great series. Still Wakes the Deep. Oh yeah, I forgot the game that came out this year too. Yeah, I'm giving it again to Astrobot. Okay, so the one I got right was Astrobot on my little list. I'm gonna pull up my list right here. So Astrobot I got right. Yay! And none of the other ones I got right. Okay, best ongoing game.
Wake up, Lieutenant. It's me, Connor.
Emma! Emma! How are you, my beloved?
Because when I retire, I want a television the size of a
Guess
billboard.
who's back again. Emma! Thank you for the 22 months!
A conscientious gift, my little sprout. And I am grateful for your generosity.
Appreciate the 22 months of support, my friend. How are you enjoying Alan Wake? If you are not following Cheesy Chappers, you should definitely give her a follow. She's a wonderful variety streamer here on Twitch, currently playing Alan Wake 2. So if that is your vibe, go give her a check out. Go check her out. She's wonderful and very cheesy and lots of puns. Lots of cheese puns specifically. Also, hi Combat, how are you? Currently, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Erin Gray. I use they, she pronouns. We are currently going over the Game Award nominations and kind of screaming a little bit about them. Because there's a lot of fishiness happening. There's a lot of fish in my sauce and I don't appreciate it. So we're currently going through the list, which it might take a little while, but we are here and we are doing that. And then after that, we're going to be moving on into our simulator night. As I promised, we're going to be playing American Truck Simulator and then ending the night with Placid Plastic Duck Simulator, which is exactly how you think both of those games are going to play. During it, keep being spooked by the mean chat, but overall, just about surviving. Love that for you. Yeah, I need to remember, like towards the end of my workdays when you go live, and I'd be like, oh, I need to watch for when Emma goes live so I can tune in, because I really want to watch your playthrough. Just got home from visiting Ham last week. Fam, not ham. My mom is vegan. She hate being called ham. Nice. Well, welcome home. We appreciate having you here. Also, hi, Anna. How are you? Good to see you. 6 a.m. flight. Oh, yuck. Oh, yucky. That's gross. But glad you're home safe. We are happy to have you here. You're just in time for us to move into best ongoing game. But if you're coming in over on that raid, don't forget to do the self-care things. Emma, if you need to raid and run, I totally understand because it is late TM in your time zone. So feel free to hop on out if you need to, or if you're coming in over that raid. I do appreciate you bringing your community here. Thank you so very much. Okay, so my nominees for best ongoing game. And again, this was kind of a crapshoot because I had no idea what was going to get nominated for this category. So I put Overwatch 2, Dead by Daylight, Cult of the Lamb, League of Legends, and Diablo 4. Again, total crapshoot. I'm not expecting anything from that list. Oh, you sweet sour child. All right, moving my little listy over here. All right, next category. Oh, shit. Wait. These are out of order. Oh, fuck. Wait. No, these are out of order. No. Okay. That's good. Okay, never mind. We're going ahead to best narrative. So, best narrative. I'm a sleepy gal, gonna raid and run because I have work tomorrow, but I always love coming over to you. Enjoy the ranting. No, you're good, you're good. Okay. So, these were my nominees for Best Narrative. Dragon Age Velguard, casting of Frank Stone, again, because I did not remember what else came out this year. Star Wars Outlaws, Black Ops 6, and Life is Strange Double Exposure. Then what we got was Final Fantasy VII. Makes sense. I didn't think to classify it as a narrative game, so I didn't think of Final Fantasy VII. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. Again, a game I forgot came out this year. Metaphor, Refantasio, Sentinel Saga, Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2. Which, honestly, I'm not super mad at this list. I'm not super mad about it. I want to vote Senua Saga, but I haven't seen any gameplay of it. I've seen gameplay of... I just don't know how the narrative holds up in comparison. Yeah, I'm not mad at this list. Yeah, that's why I'm toying between... Like, I've seen playthrough of Silent Hill 2. And I've heard people talk about how great the remake is. Honestly, I'm gonna vote Silent Hill 2. That is my vote. Hey, Susie, could you do me a favor and go to the Game Awards website and tell me what the next category is? Or if you can DM me, or like, yeah, just tell me the next category. I can send you the link if needed. But yeah, honestly, not mad. Not mad at that list. Excuse me as I eat some avocado bread. Plus, I need it. Okay. I'll DM it to you. There's gonna be a button saying view nominees, so you don't have to do the voting thing. So you can just go to the nominees directly. I love how it's still showing you as a raider. Alright, so I'm gonna move Best Narrative to up here on my listy. Oh, boo. It took away that. And the bolded. Oh, boo. Thanks a lot, Google. Google. To be fair, Google is kind of broken. Best art description? Art direction. Okay, best art direction. Okay. So where did best ongoing game? Why is that one out of order? I'll put that down here with like best community support. Okay. Okay. So what I had for best art direction was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Astrobot, Double Exposure, Elden Ring DLC, and I did not put a fifth one because I was like, I don't know. I got 2 of them right. I'm proud of myself for that. Oh, yeah, I did get 2 of them right. I'm okay with that. I don't know why I'm tracking this, but I guess so. It's fun. Okay, so the actual nominees. We got Astrobot, Black Myth, Wukong, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, Metaphor, and Neva! Oh, I'm glad Neva made the list. I'm very glad Neva made the list. That's probably going to be my vote. Neva looks really pretty. I mean, the developers of Gris made it. Of course it's going to be pretty. Like, Gris is amazing. Neva's also a game I really want to play. So again, as we go through the nominees, by the way, if you have any specific games you want to see me play, that as we're talking about them, please feel free to recommend them to me. Yeah, Neva, getting my vote. All right, what's the next category, excuse me? Yeah, I'm glad Neva made the list. I completely also forgot Neva existed. Best score and music. Okay, so these are very out of order, but that's okay. So I put, for best score and music, I put Elden Ring DLC. Oop, that's not what I meant to do. Elden Ring DLC, Echoes of Wisdom, one of the 6 Mario games, Astrobot, and either Alan Wake 2 DLCs. Either one. And we got Astrobot, which was on my list. We got Final Fantasy 7, Metaphor, Silent Hill 2, and then Stellar Blade? So the titty game got best score in music. Okay. To be fair, Celebrate did have a great soundtrack. Who was paying attention to the soundtrack in that game, though? Who's paying attention? Okay, I'm being a little toxic. I am acknowledging I'm being toxic about Stellar Blade. One of these is not like the others. Final Fantasy, generally speaking, has a really, really good soundtrack. Astrobot has become my, like, life track at the moment. It's just so good. And there's so many different styles within the Astrobot soundtrack. It's an absolute bop. Absolute fucking bop. So Astrobot's getting my vote. Okay, Susie, I'm not gonna have you tell me what's upcoming. I'm just gonna go to the next category and read off the current nominees and then give my nominees. Audio design. Okay. Best audio design. Astrobot reminds me so much of Mario Galaxy, Mario Odyssey, so yeah, I see it. That's fair. That's fair. So, the current nominees for Best Audio Design. Astrobot, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Final Fantasy, Senua Saga, and then Silent Hill 2. I feel like I was very close with this one. I put Elden Ring, which I'm very surprised about, Senua Saga, Silent Hill 2, Double Exposure, and Black Ops 6. So I got 3 out of the 5 right. I love that for me. 3 out of the 5 right. Okay. Audio design, it's gotta go to either Senua Saga or Silent Hill 2. And I'm leaning more towards Senua Saga just because I know how they did the first game with the voices in her head. So if it's at that same level or better, then it's gonna be fantastic. Oh, look, the Golden Child isn't there. Oh yeah, Elden Ring's not on this one. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm voting Senua Saga. I would say Senua because I know how the first was designed. That's fair. That's fair. All right, so best performance. I know. Oh, okay. I think I got some of these right. Okay, so I think depending on, I don't know who's who. Like they should have put the name of like who did they play in the game. So we have someone from Final Fantasy VII, Hannah Tell from Life is Strange Double Exposure, which I think is Max's voice. I think. Harmony Gonzalez, which I believe is the main character for Outlaws. Luke Roberts, which I believe was James Sunderland. And then Melina Jurgens for Senua. Oh, this is stacked. Oh, this is so stacked. Okay, so this is what I put. I put James, I didn't know actors. Too bad Eigen from Elden Ring DLC isn't here. I mean, to be fair, they can only pick 5. Knowing what I know about Silent Hill, Luke Roberts has a very interesting role. He plays James, right? That's James's voice actor, right? Because James does have a very interesting role. My god, my hair is being silly today. Okay. We're going to see if that cooperates. I also picked Senua. I also put any of the rooks from Veilguard or someone from Veilguard, generally speaking, and then someone from Alan Wake 2 DLC. So I got 2 right, but I'm not mad at the other 3. Like, this is stacked. Like, the only one I don't know is Brianna White, but the other 4 I am familiar with. If Hannah was Max, I believe Hannah's Max. I believe she is. I wish they put the name of what the character they played. That would make things so much easier. Okay, I'm gonna be maybe the outlier here. I'm gonna vote Luke Roberts for James Sunderland for Silent Hill 2. That is my vote. Okay, innovation in accessibility. This one, I had absolutely no fucking clue what to put. So the 4 that I ended up putting was Astrobot, Senua Saga, Horizon, Lego Game, and Outlaws. No fucking clue. But here we are. Okay, so we got Black Ops 6, Diablo 4, Dragon Age Veilguard. Finally, Veilguard gets something. Prince of Persia: Lost Crown, which I also forgot this game came out this year. And then Star Wars Outlaws. So I got 1 right. I'm cool with that. I wish, like, they put, like, why? Like, what did they do to make it accessible? What did they do? My gut is telling me Dragon Age. That is the gut feeling that I have right now. Is Dragon Age. That is what the gut is telling me. Accessibility can mean so much. Exactly. Description is unclear. Recognize software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by even a wider audience. I mean, this isn't bad. But in relation to this, how did these 5 nominees do that? That is what is unclear, which I think what you might be trying to get at, Anna. No, I'm voting Veilguard. Alright, games for impact. I didn't have any. Or I put 1. I put Vampire Therapist because I knew about that one. So, the actual nominees were Closer the Distance, which I think I heard of. Indica, which I saw Dog play this, and it's a very interesting game. It's incredibly interesting. Neva, Double Exposure, Senua Saga, and Tales of Kenzara. Honestly, not mad at this list. Not mad. Not mad at all. This is a fantastic list. I mean, the only one I'm not sure about is this one, but, like, I'm pretty, like, if it's on par with the rest of these, it's probably very good. I wonder, is that on Steam? Not on my wish list. Slice of life sim that tells deeply emotional story about the connections between family and friends in the face of tragedy. Unearth long kept secrets, repair strained relations, and help your loved ones move on. Oh, that sounds fun. Adding that to my wish list. That sounds interesting. Okay. I'm voting Zhao because Zhao, just from, like, having seen and, like, I know all of... honestly, if any of these won, I wouldn't be mad. I would not be mad if any of these won. I'm voting Zhao, though. Because just what I know from what Abu has talked about in relation to Zao, it's definitely a game on my radar that I would like to play at some point. Hi, Dragon. How are you? Good to see you. I'm sorry, leading to the game just warms my heart every time. Yeah. And also, we don't have a lot of games that are talking about African stories and folklore. So I think that's really cool. I'm doing all right. We're just going through the nominees because I haven't looked at them yet. All right, so best ongoing. So we have Destiny 2, Diablo 4, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Helldivers. And where is my list? Okay, yeah, I had Diablo 4 listed. But I'm gonna vote Helldivers because, yes. Also with the player base just like tanking the Steam reviews because PlayStation decided to see. This is why I said you sweet summer child. I didn't know. I did not know what to put. I just came in to say hi. I'm about to leave in 20 minutes to go call someone I like. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Have fun and be safe. All right. Helldivers. Best community support. Okay. What did I put for community support? I put Baldur's Gate 3, Elden Ring, Dead by Daylight, because I didn't fucking know what to put. Tiny Glade, which is a indie game that came out, and Cult of the Lamb. So Baldur's Gate 3, okay, I was right on that one. Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2. I don't know why I did not put Helldivers. And No Man's Sky? Why is No Man's Sky on here? Are they still pushing patches? Why Fortnite? I mean, if they have like if they've been doing really big like updates and stuff, that's why I put Dead by Daylight on my list, because like they push out like pretty frequent updates that are pretty big and player based. I'm voting Helldivers. I mean, party, definitely not a cult. I'm voting Baldur's Gate because I know they launched mod support, like active mod support, and I think they are working to bring it to console, if I'm not mistaken, if they haven't already. So Baldur's Gate's getting my pick on that one. All right, best indie game. Okay, what did I put for best indie? So for best indie, what I put was, it is on console. Oh, awesome. So best indie was Animal Well, Balatro, Lorelei and the Lasered Eyes, and what is this? Neva and UFO 50. I vaguely have heard of this one. Vaguely heard of this one. They have mods on console and they're working for crossplay. Oh, great. Yeah. Yeah, so what I put was Satisfactory, Pacific Drive, Supermarket Sim, Tiny Glade, and Casting of Frank Stone. Which I wasn't sure if Frank Stone counted as an indie. I don't know if Behavior is an indie game or not. Or Supermassive. I'm voting Neva. Not to say Balatro can't get it, but I'm voting Neva. Yeah, none of those I got right. Okay. Best debut indie game. Okay. So Animal Well, Balatro, Mana Rewards, which I did see Flats play a little of this, I think. Pacific Drive. Pacific Drive! Hell yeah. And The Plucky Squire. Y'all know. Y'all know. Y'all know. And I did see this one got nominated. I had put Vampire Therapist, Pacific Drive because I knew Tiny Glade, and then there's a Sandwich Caravan game, which I could not remember the name of for the life of me. But Pacific Drive, please and thank you. We love that game. We also love Paul, who worked on that game. Hi, Mary. How are you? Good to see you. Best mobile game. I put Pokemon Sleep in some Hoyoverse thing because I got a Zenless Zone Zero. Okay, I got that right. AFK Journey, yeah. Oh, Wuthering Waves. I have heard of this one. Alex Jordan, who's the VO for Mr. Hands in Cyberpunk, VO'd someone in this. Also did not realize Balatro was a mobile game. AFK Journey. I love that y'all are still playing it. I love that. I'm voting AFK Journey because I did a sponsorship with them. Okay. Best VR. So what I put for VR/AR was I thought there was an Alien VR game and then the Batman VR game. I just couldn't remember the name of it. So the Batman VR game definitely got nominated, obviously. Along with Arizona Sunshine Remake, Asgard's Wrath 2, then Batman Arkham Shadow, which is like on... Ew, VR? VR's fun. VR's very fun. Metal, Hellsinger VR, and then Metro Awakening. I'm voting Batman. I have no opinions on the VR category. Best action game. Okay, can someone, for the best game in the action genre, focus primarily on combat? So are we only looking at combat when we're looking at the genre? What does this mean? So I put Alan Wake 2 DLC, Black Ops 6, and Horizon Lego. So Black Ops 6 got nominated. We also have Black Myth Wukong, Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade, and Warhammer. I'm voting Helldivers. Next category. Best action/adventure. For best action-adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. So we have Astrobot, Prince of Persia, Lost Crown, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, and Zelda! Yay! Zelda finally got something! Yay, Zelda! Combat, I don't know what language you're speaking right now. Did you mean to spell listen? Silent Hill or Astrobot? What did I put? Best action adventure. I gave up. I just put Alan Wake 2 DLC question mark and Outlaws, which Outlaws made it. Because I had no idea. I had no fucking clue what to put for these two categories. So, action adventure. So happy Zelda finally got something. Me too. Voting for my girl here, as you should, as you should. I'm also very surprised that Elden Ring is not here. So they're stacking it, I guess. Put it in the categories they know it's gonna win. Ooh, as I get food everywhere. Having leftovers. I'm gonna vote Astrobot. The Golden Child needs their treat, I guess. Yeah. Best RPG. Alright. So I put Veilguard, Outlaws, Double Exposure, and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So we have Dragon's Dogma 2, which I remember there being a lot of drama when this game came out because it's like, oh, you have to pay to do certain things. I don't know if that's actually true anymore. Elden Ring, which I did not think Elden Ring would be classified as a role-playing game, but okay. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth makes sense. And then Metaphor. I'm voting Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, where's Dragon Age? Where the fuck is Dragon Age? It can't be that bad of a game. It can't be. Elden Ring Souls has never been an RPG. Yeah, my thought exactly. Because I was like, oh, do I want to put this as an RPG? I'm like, no, because it's not technically an RPG. Like, yes, you are playing a role, you are playing a character, but, like, you can say that about literally any fucking game. Like, I need someone to explain the logic for me. Explain it to me like I'm 5. I'm so confused. Best fighting. Okay. For best fighting, I put... Oh, fuck. Where'd it go? Best fighting. Didn't a Street Fighter game came out? Oh, no. I was confusing it with Tekken. That's why. I meant Tekken. But I was confusing Tekken with Street Fighter, but I didn't mention Tekken, so it doesn't count. So, for fighting games, we got Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I thought that said Sparkling Zero. That would have been really funny. Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. What a fucking name. Multiverses. And Tekken. I'm voting Tekken. Although Multiverses seemed really fun. If that's the definition, Silent Hill is an RPG. Yes, exactly. Best family game. Oh, look! We got 3 Nintendo games. Oh, boy. Which both of my choices are here. The only 2 that I put because I had no idea what the fuck else came out. So I put one of the Mario games and then Astrobot. And we have Astrobot, Princess Peach Showtime, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and Plucky Squire. I am happy. I'm gonna vote Jamboree. Why? What makes you tilted about this? I'm curious. What makes you tilted? What's got you angry and fired up? I need to know. Because, like, I guess with, like, family... Or no, because it's not multiplayer. So best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. Oh, yeah. But when I think family play, like, I'm thinking, like, oh, best game that you can play with your family. So my mind is instantly going to multiplayer. So, like, in my brain, like, I wasn't thinking Zelda or Astrobot. Or no, I was thinking Astrobot. I just wasn't sure if there was multiplayer. Nintendo games are only seen as family games these days. They never get the chance to be in the other awards, too. That is fair. That is fair. It was only in one other category. You spoiled it! You spoiled it, Susie. For family play, I guess, I don't know, like, sometimes the categories just make no sense, because, like, best family game, does it mean games that you can play together with your family, like, as in multiplayer, or, like, games where you can sit down and it doesn't matter who the fuck walks into the room? No, I meant for future categories, not the ones that we've already seen. Because I didn't know what else Zelda was nominated, if anything. I didn't know that these were the only 2 categories it was nominated for. Holds back opinions until after every category has been revealed. Appreciated. Yeah, especially, like, overarching opinions. Okay, so... With how my brain is interpreting family, I'm going with Super Mario Party Jamboree. Not because Echoes of Wisdom doesn't deserve it. However, I'm going at the multiplayer perspective. Best sim slash strategy. Okay. Age of Mythology Retold. What the fuck is this? Frostpunk 2. I did think about this one. Alright, I did put this down for... Oh, I did put this down for sim slash strat. Yeah, I did put that down. Sweet. Cool. Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess. No idea what this is. Or actually, no. Wait. I feel like I have heard of this. Manor Lords and then Unicorn Overlord. No idea what this is. Okay. They said Nintendo brought out a few games. Let's put them here. I'm putting Frostpunk 2 because that's the only one I'm kind of familiar with. Also because 11-bit studios. Best sports slash racing. I did put one of them because I kind of knew what this one was because my coworkers were talking about it. It was the EA Sports FC 25. That's the game. So F1 24, EA Sports FC 25, NBA 2K25, Top Spin 2K25, and WWE. So I'm voting for the EA Sports one because that's the one my friends play. Best multiplayer. Okay. Again, had no idea what to put. I forgot what games had multiplayer and what didn't. So I put Marvel Rivals, which I wasn't sure if that counted because I think it's still in beta. Satisfactory because that just came out. Deadlock. Helldivers 2. And again, I didn't know if Deadlock counted either. And then Lockdown Protocol because it was in my library. So we actually have Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Tekken 8, and then Space Marine 2. I heard Space Marine's multiplayer is pretty damn good. I'm probably gonna go with Helldivers, just because like I know from like what I've seen, it's very, very good. Not to say the others don't deserve it, but that's the one I'm most familiar with. Best adaptation. So for best adaptation, all I put was Fallout TV series and the Quiet Place game because I wasn't sure if that game counted or not because it was technically an adaptation of the movie. But Fallout TV series is on here. Yeah, so we have Arcane, Fallout, Knuckles, I didn't even know that came out. Like a Dragon, Yakuza, didn't know that existed. And Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft, didn't know that existed. Arcane's getting my vote. I didn't know Arcane would count because like this year wasn't technically like the first year it came out. So I wasn't sure if that counted. Most anticipated game. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach. Ghost of Yotei, Grand Theft Auto 6, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and Monster Hunter Wilds. What did I put? I put GTA 6, and a lot of these were more like personal ones for me that I'm like more excited about. So I put Citizen Sleeper 2, Hades 2, and I remember Silksong being a meme, and then Marvel Rivals just existing. So, and I wasn't sure if it was games that like we knew for sure were coming out in 2025. I don't remember if Ghost of Yotei was confirmed, but Ghost of Yotei for me. Yotei. I don't know. I don't remember the pronunciation. But Erika Ishii are beloved. Content Creator of the Year. Okay, so this one I did not do a thing for. So, I'm voting Queso because that's the only one I'm familiar with. That's the only one I've seen clips on Twitter, especially when Iron Mouse was close to surpassing the all-time subscription goal on Twitch. And he popped into her stream and was like, oh my god, she's gonna break the goal. And Iron Mouse freaked out, like, oh my god, Queso came to my stream. Hi, Chloe, how are you? So I'm voting Queso, because he's the only one I'm familiar with. Best esports game. Counter-Strike 2, Dota, League of Legends, Bang Bang, and Valorant. Do they just, like, do, like, the same ones every year? I'll just do Valorant, I guess. I don't know. Best esports athlete. I've never played any of these games. They do the same thing every year. Any of these people are. I wonder if... This is a wall of people. Who are these people again? I wish they put the game or, like, the game that they play. Like, what team are they on? What do they play? Because that'll help make my decision. Because, like, if it's an Overwatch player, like, I will vote for an Overwatch player. Like, I think Faker is a Overwatch player, but I'm probably very wrong. Are you allowed to skip a category? You are, but I like doing them all because I'm a completionist, so I'll just vote Faker. Being accessible, friendly, level impossible. Best esports team. And none of these are for things I care about. Genji. That's clever. I like that one. League of Legends, Counter-Strike, League of Legends, Dota 2. Another wall of people. Genji, that's a clever name. That gets my vote. Oh, wait. There's different rounds of voting? Player's voice. 3 rounds, 3 chances to vote. Wait. Wait, there's player choice. 3 rounds, 3 chances to vote. Oh, hell yeah. Notify me. Oh, yeah. I want to be notified. Yeah, I guess it's like player's voice for, like, game or whatever. Game of the year, I guess. I don't know. Well, that has been a moment in time. Any final thoughts before we move on? I see ERDLC in that I'm going to screen. Well, it starts with 30. And then it narrows down. It narrows down to 10, and then it narrows down to 5. So it's going to narrow down. So we may see the Elden Ring DLC at the very beginning, and then it could get narrowed down to not being included depending on the player voice. So did anyone notice how only one DLC was nominated in any category? Yeah. To be fair, like, I don't know if Alan Wake's DLC would have gotten anything in comparison to other games, because again, the philosophy, like, this should be for newly released games that came out this year, not expansions, not DLCs, in my opinion. We're allowing DLCs to be in the Game of the Year category. I mean, with that lineup of Game of the Year, like, there's no way Alan Wake... Like, I love Alan Wake's DLC. Alan Wake's DLC, I think, is better than main game. For me, personally, at least. They don't have a DLC category? No, they do not. No, they do not. And the people who love Cyberpunk are, like, kind of big mad about it. Because why wasn't this a thing last year when Phantom Liberty dropped? Why is it now suddenly like, oh, How convenient. We're now allowing DLCs to be nominated for things the year Elden Ring's DLC comes out. As a God of War fan, why isn't it up? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Phantom Liberty was amazing. It was like the turnaround point for Cyberpunk. Because Cyberpunk's launch was like an actual disaster. And I remember having a conversation with our newer coworker, because we were talking games and whatnot, and I mentioned, like, oh yeah, like, I'm a really big fan of Cyberpunk, and he was like, oh, is that game any good? Because I heard, like, it was a lot of bugs when it launched. I'm like, oh yeah, like, it definitely had a lot of bugs, but, like, they turned it around. Like, they won these certain awards for how much they pivoted everything, especially with the launch of 2.0, like, the big patch drop, and then Phantom Liberty. And also, like, there's other DLCs of, like, Alan Wake's expansions, the Horizon Forbidden West DLCs, God of War had DLC, and even, like, the smaller games, too, as well. Smaller as in, like, indie games. Miyazaki's in Kojima's ass. They haven't even realized he's moved in and is leaving his hairbands on the sink counter. And I don't know why, though. Like, why is he trying to be up their ass? What's his end goal? That makes me question, like, what is the end goal for him? Is he trying to get into their games? I shouldn't repeat what I told Susie what I thought of that. Year 2038, there's still no best DLC category in Game Awards. Yeah. Because I'm fine with remakes being in the category, because I don't think there's enough remakes across the entire gaming industry that are being pumped out in to warrant a separate category. But I think with the DLCs, because, like, you can have DLCs spanning from, like, very small indie games, like Cult of the Lamb has really good expansions, because you could technically call them expansions and not necessarily DLC, like DLC or expansions. And then your bigger indie games like God of War, Horizon, Alan Wake, I think remakes should get a chance because they perhaps didn't get a chance on first release. Yeah, but DLCs, no, own category now. Exactly. And also because it gives other DLCs a chance to compare to other DLCs and not to entirely new games. Because I feel like if there was a DLC category, I highly think that Alan Wake's expansions as a duo would have been nominated. 100% think that they would have been nominated. Because they're amazing. I loved those DLCs. I argue for myself personally that the DLCs are better than main game for Alan Wake 2. Just because of, like, the style and everything. It was just more my vibe. And they're also, like, more, like, digestible content. Like, they're shorter, so, like, it's not as... not, like, time-sucky, but, like, I feel like I'm going somewhere with them. God of War DLC would have stood no chance, but Alan Wake 2 is amazing. Xenoblade's DLCs were also fantastic, and yet absolutely nothing. Did those come out this year? When did those come out, though? Because I'm trying to think of things that specifically came out this year. Burning undead with the singular eyeball. Hey, how are you? We're just wrapping up our discussion about the Game Awards stuff. The God of War was announced at the Game Awards. Yeah, it was announced at the Game Awards. It was. And then literally the Night Springs DLC was announced at Summer Game Fest. Which is also hosted by Jeff Keighley. Like, so, like, what the fuck? I can make this work. No, it's not that bad. To me, I'm used to that. Because that's how Rylan stares at me. That's how he perceives me. He just stares. Without the lips, but he stares. Yeah, we're just finishing up talking about the Game Award nominations and how some seems a little fishy. Some doesn't seem right. Feels off. Off-putting. I tried. Maybe I think it's because you didn't put space between them. I think that's why. I mean, I wonder if I do it. Hold on. Let me see if I do it. There we go. I am kind of tilted. Yeah, it's interesting. I really want to know how they come to their choices, because there's certain games that I'm like, this was not on my radar for this. Not on the radar. Shout out to Eyes, am I right? We love Eyes. We love our special Eyes. Well, that felt very anticlimactic. I wish they would leave Game of the Year for last. Jeff allowing DLC and then allowing only one DLC? Nah. Also, the definition of genre of game? Yes. When was Elden Ring ever an RPG? That just makes no fucking sense. Like, that makes no sense to me. You gotta include more if you're gonna introduce a new rule. And also, like, don't introduce the rule, like, very last minute. Because they made that announcement, like, what, over the weekend? Like, oh, hey, by the way, DLCs can now be nominated for things. Okay, nominations are coming out on Monday. Bye! Like, no. That's not how this works. It's not how any of this works. But I guess this is c'est la vie. This is the way of life, I guess. Don't mind me popping a pimple. We're trying to. Okay. We are going to pivot over into playing American Truck Simulator, which we may probably play about an hour and a half, depending on how we're feeling. But we are going to take a hot minute to do some self-care things. So, stand up, stretch, move around. I will be playing an ad during the break, so if you are not subscribed, you will get around 90 seconds worth of ads during the break, but you're not going to be missing anything because we're on a break. Then we'll come back, we'll play a little bit of American Truck Simulator. The stream will pause, so the stream will end, then restart just for clipping purposes, because trying to change categories for clips when it's under a different category just isn't a thing that you can do, apparently, and it pisses me off. So, I will let y'all know when to refresh your screens. Make sure to refresh to count as a new viewer to the stream. But we'll be back in 5 minutes, so again, don't forget to take care of yourselves. We will be playing American Truck Simulator, then we're gonna go play Plastic Duck Simulator. So stick around, and as we switch on over, and we'll be right back.